Capricorns. That's good. You've taken yourself a minute to release the situation, dip out, call it quits, end something. And the Eight of Cups, the way I was looking at the moon, is like a side eye going on. That side eye that the moon is giving is you, Capricorns. You've seen something, you've known about something, it was blatantly in your face, or you just had enough evidence. But in some weird way you kept, it's almost like daydreaming. So you stood by, didn't really do much. It's almost like you were waiting for, I guess, whatever it is to come around, whatever it is to change, to see it your way. That you known about something, but you didn't really want to do anything about it. You were more so in the hazy, daydreamy, just, you didn't want to see something, you didn't want to see it, you didn't want to face it. Even though you've seen it, you didn't want to face the reality of it. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. But what do you need to release? Eight of Cups, the Fool, Three of Wands. You released it. Whatever was keeping you dangled, stuck for a while, hazy, you finally did something about it. You see, you've been through the Three of Wands. Like, even as I'm shuffling right now, I'm almost kind of like, I don't know, like outside of myself in the whole situation. That's how I'm feeling, like you guys probably were. We're just in like this weird trance, or maybe like a weird funk. You just catch yourself in. You catch yourself kind of like in daydreaming mode. Not to say fantasy land, but I don't know, that was weird. It's like you wanted it to be not true what you're seeing. But you also know that you can either, one, A, do better, or B, would be completely fine. It's like you don't want to come to grips, or you don't want to, you're just hazy. You're just in hazy, you're just in fog. You know what it is, but you don't know what you want to do. That's pretty, yeah, you don't know what you want to do. Okay, so clarifying the Three of Wands is the Okay, I wouldn't really say illusions, but you were mostly in the haze. You didn't really know what was going on around you. Everything was just up in the air. You don't know what to believe. Is this real? Is this true? Is this not true? But the death and rebirth over here, Scorpio, death card. It was all meant to be in your face the way that it was, or it was all meant for you to, I mean, granted, I think that was how you were supposed to figure it out or see it to release it. Because whatever it was way past, way past the limit, but you in some way couldn't be able to see it, or didn't want to see it, or wasn't able to catch it, but you knew of it, but it still had a more major hold of you believing that it wasn't, or that it's not. And so now it's gotten like too far to a point where it's like you have no other choice. What do you need to release? It's past due. It's past its time. Queen of Pentacles. There's the energy. Male or female. So if this is for the guys that I'm speaking to, hold that thought. Okay, if this is for the guys that I'm speaking to, it might be for your Queen of Pentacles energy that you may know that you needed to release from. But I want to clarify what the Queen of Pentacles is, because I can't tell if this is your energy, Capricorn, or if it's the other person, because this is it's like a tricky, it's that fog and haze that I was talking about. I was just gonna say Queen of Pentacles is your energy, Capricorn, male or female, but I feel like I need to clarify it for some reason. But it's the Queen of Pentacles. Where's this Queen of Pentacles' energy right here? Energy again. Okay, so it is your energy, Capricorn. It was more so, that's what I'm feeling. It's that haze and that fog that you were in. You didn't want to believe it. You know, Queen of Pentacles energy. energy. You did not want to believe it. You didn't want to see it, or you just couldn't. You weren't able to cope with the truth, so you just kept your day to day. Like you just if out of sight, out of mind type of energy. And then you went inside the hermit mode. So you went inside yourself. You kind of secluded in a way that was like, now it's, you were in two worlds about it. It put you in two worlds. You kept on doing your day-to-day duties and tasks that you do. However, this is that haze and that fog with this paired with the Seven of Swords. You're seeing the truth, but you are not sure if that's what it is that you're seeing. So you're kind of like forcing yourself to think otherwise. But rather, the funny part about it is that Death is looking at these two characters. So Death is looking at you two in two worlds about it, looking at you guys, Capricorn, and you guys are looking at Death. You're seeing the truth, you're understanding it, you know what it is, you're just not wanting to see it, but it's in your face. Because you want to believe that you can do better. I mean, you want to believe that the situation could be better. You want to believe that good can still come of it, but it's a wrap, it's an ending, it's donezo. Eight of Cups, Spirits, what's the Eight of Cups? Two of Swords. Okay, now what's that decision about? What's that? You're at two worlds to do, but now you're making a decision. Now you're at that point of like, okay, you know what? I have to make a decision. You stayed at it for so long, you stayed at it for so long. Now you have to make that decision. Mind you, it's still kind of like, it's been prolonged. So this is like a decision that's now. What is it? Yes, no. There's no more games, no more illusions, no more keeping yourself in that hazy, fogging energy. But no, let's not ask that question. Just gotta find out what the Two of Swords experience. More information can you tell me on the Two of Swords? Sun. Another. Two cards fell out. So you ended up making a decision. It wasn't an easy one. I mean, in regardless to whatever it is that you chose to leave, with the Ten of Swords in the world is pretty much like, it's just a full-on realization of you coming out of whatever fog this was. It's like, oh, this was it this whole time. And since you ended up making the right choice, what do you need to release? You released it. Now it's the Fool and the Ace of Wands for you. A new beginning or a new start or some type of continuance in whatever it is that you were meant to do. But I'm trying to find out what it is that you ended up leaving. Just the question that I wanted to know. Okay, that's what it was. Two of Swords. What was that decision that was, what needed to be released? Let me get three cards in it. let someone go. You stop dealing with somebody. And I can't make it whether if it was like what specifics. It's just you've held out for this person long enough. Like you have bigger and better things to do. That doesn't require this individual. It's a person. The person that wants to cling on to you as much as they can, but as they're trying to and doing the antics to, it kind of shadows what you already know of this individual, but this individual just wants to cling on. What's the Fool? Male or female Capricorns, you know you had to let go of somebody. Stop dealing with them. They were just emotional baggage. Okay, so they were just emotional baggage, and this is an individual that played on not only your heart but your mind, so they were able to just warp you just right. So it's like even though you seen them or caught them or suspect them to not be real with you, true with you, or such, what they ended up doing in the physical kind of grabbed more of your attention. And so now it's like, well, he's giving me some type of something in the physical, so it's like, okay, it seems good, but then yet I already know something is not right. You ended up having to face the truth, but it was long overdue. The Fool, Scarified by the Two of Cups. So the Ace of Wands, the Fool, Two of Cups. I mean, you ended up making some type of good decision. Just too much. Get two more cards, please. Sun. That's good. One more card, Spirit, please. Page of Pentacles. So this has potential. Oh, and the Star bottom of the deck. I just remembered that I didn't really see the card at the bottom of the deck earlier with this, but if I didn't do it in the beginning, I'm doing it at the end. The Star. So all is well, all will be well. Whatever it is that's stopping you, keeping you stuck, or just more so catching you in some kind of like weird trance, haze, fog, illusion. Let's put it this way. If you don't know right now, anyone that comes around you from here on out, test it. What do you know about that certain individual? But it's like, whomever comes around you, just test that ability. You may know something about someone that you're close to or that you're dealing with, but in some weird shape or form, you can't really touch on it. It's not tangible, because the tangible version is kind of like contradicting what it is that you know about that person. But regardless, you'll figure it out, you'll find out, you'll know. And particular individual. Fire sign. Fire sign, or maybe a water sign. But yeah, test it out. You'll do good. Later.